machine right here. So that is already in there at that dollar amount. That is what came off of that debit card. But we can't delete things off of QuickBooks because even if we have a typo or whatever in there, we can't delete. It still needs to reflect. You know, you can void it, but it's still going to show up. That's why it comes up as the 0. You know, you can't just delete it. Then we're not being transparent. Like she said, we voided it because the wrong information was entered. This is the correct information, security cam, fog machine, and then the rest of the stuff. Okay. So your guys' original numbers that were done on there at the 1253 are correct.
Anybody else want to complain about something? Yep. $45.
So for however many months we've had a treasurer, we've been paying her monthly, and she hasn't been doing nothing, right? So we gotta get caught up, right? So I don't think it'd be really fair to expect your new treasurer to put in 80 hours or whatever the hell, to get caught up and get regular, do nothing treasurer pay.
Right. Unfortunately, it's set as a resolution. I have to go through our budgets and look at what could be allocated for pay increases. But right now,
Well, I'm just like a temporary type, till they get caught up, not permanent, you know what I mean? It doesn't take long, a lot to get caught.
I put in 90 hours a month here too, and I only get $750 a month. So you can put in as much as you want, but as a salary, that's what you get. So when you decide you want to put more into it, you're donating. I don't get paid any more, any less.
All I'm saying is you're expecting her to get caught up.
I
I
had to do the same thing.
I have a comment. When somebody is paid to do nothing, that's unacceptable.
I know. Talk to MTA. You want their number? It would be really nice if anybody and everybody here could call and put in a complaint. We tried for months.
That's stealing from the township.
Absolutely.
The taxpayers.
I tried. I promise you, we all tried. I know, but if there was a 1-800 number that you could call to send in a complaint, I would love for everyone to call because our hands were literally tied. You don't even have to set hours. I'm going to turn the thing off because none of us have to have a Monday through Friday 9 to 5. You want to show up? You can. Guess what? You get to pay for it. That's what MTA said. It was very frustrating.
I spent quite a bit of time on it too, and it's very unique. I don't know what else to say, but I mean, we can look into what is expected, but I mean, at this point, you know, I'll tell Doreen and everybody the same thing we've said before, that we know what's in front of us. We have to put our heads down and we have to tackle it and do our best. And I guess we can look into it, but in this position that she's in, it's a salaried position. If you don't want to try to fix it and make it better, then maybe don't take the position at this point with where the pay scale is. I don't know what else to say other than, you know, everything that is done, I think, here by the board is for the greater good of the community. I don't think anybody's here for the money. But, I mean, if there's something that you can look into and get you more for more time, I think as a board we could look at that. But right now it's a salaried position, so it is what it is.
Excuse me.
Do you get paid?
When it comes
Like when
to
you have
summer
an emergency
taxes,
One at a
meeting,
time.
when it comes to summer taxes, they are supposed to get, I think it was like $4,000 just for summer taxes.
Yeah, she gets more money for it.
So, you know, if that's the case, and she has that too.
Yes, so that is part of the pay, because that is also as a resolution that was set before. So nothing has changed because I haven't done a new budget, but I haven't done anyone's pay increase or anything because I was told that when I went to one of my trainings, it's not proper to change pay in between a term.
Right.
that you have to wait at least until your budget
Election.
or an election. We can, but not in the middle. So we can look during our budget, when I start working on that, what can be allotted to who and where. Does everybody deserve something? Absolutely, especially with the cleanup. But then,
But if you want a pay increase, it has to be done correctly,
yes.
according to the government, and it has to be brought out there in front of taxpayers.
Well, did you guys pay Linda any of that $4,000 or whatever
Yeah.
the amount is already?
It gets dispersed monthly.
Oh, that's right. MTA.
You were there for that, Nancy.
Yeah, I got my hand slapped from the state over that one.
Really?
Yes, I did. They said, how did you get away with just giving them $4,000 and not doing it through 12 months?
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And it's like, you gotta be kidding me. No one told me this. So that's why I had to go to the monthly.
Yes.
So,
It's $233.33 or something to that effect, and then
it depends on if they want to
gives,
take part for the deputy.
yes. And then there's a small, like $87 and some change that goes to the deputy for helping.
Okay, technically Floyd was
Oh.
next.
I just wonder, like, every time you guys, like, have, like, an emergency meeting or special meeting or whatever, you guys get paid for that too?
These two,
Used to. Not the board members.
$30. Trustees.
I'm not saying it, but I mean, like, when you all saw these special meetings, I all saw, like,
We had to do this because we needed a treasurer.
And payroll is on Friday, and I don't have anyone to sign, so nobody's gonna get paid. And with the storm and the holidays, it doesn't look like till Monday that we can get to the banks.
No treasurer, no checks are getting signed, no bill getting
is
paid.
everybody canceling everything? There's no snow yet on the ground. Everything tomorrow is canceled. When I was listening to the radio, it was kind of ridiculous.
Can I ask a question about the checking accounts for the signers? Don't you have to have everyone's name who's gonna be signing and who you're taking off? Everyone's name, because when you do these minutes, you just have Doreen and the new deputy.
Oh, so I have to have mine
Just check
and
to
mine
make sure with
too?
the bank that you're okay with all that. That's what they made us do before. But just check, maybe they changed it.
So in the minutes, you want who you're adding, but also who you're removing?
You need to have who you're removing also.
Would that reflect on the last meeting?
Because you're gonna have to sign every card again. You are, your deputy is, and those two are gonna have to sign. But I don't know for sure if they're gonna make you do that, but they made us do that before.
But we accepted her resignation on
You
this
still
last meeting.
have to take her off as signer of every account that she's on.
Okay, so can,
Well, let's finish public comment. Yeah,
Just so
Carrie,
you
and
know.
then somebody else said, okay, Carrie.
I just have a question, so, by what I understand is that come in the fall, we're doing elections again.
No.
It's been 2 years.
Next year.
Yeah, fall of 26.
Yeah.
So has the paperwork,
Actually, there's two elections. There's one in August and there's one in November.
so has the paperwork been filed so that we can have elections here? For the county?
not yet, that's next year.
Okay, I thought you had to file something by January.
If you have to go and run, if you need people to run in that, because with being appointed, you need to have it at the next election that's being held. Otherwise, you gotta pay for an off year. And when they go in, they gotta go and fill out all the paperwork like you had to before, with the petitions,
Yeah.
with the affidavits, all that stuff has to be done. You have to see if they're running a party. If they're running a party, if it's Republican or Democrat, they usually have to have all that stuff in April. And if they're not running it, it's down in July. So that's all the
So it's
stuff.
not the first year, it's April?
Huh?
So they have to have everything by April, not? the
If
first year?
someone's running for
Okay.
a position on the board, if they're running a Republican or if they're running a Democrat. If they're running independent, that doesn't matter. Just if you're running a party.
But we still have to register to vote here. Or not like people, but like our township has to be registered to have an election?
No, the clerk has to go through training every year, or every other year, sorry. When you first get in, you have to go and do all these, tests and everything, and, pass and that, so you can do all your QVF and all that stuff on the, to run an election. You need to be certified.
So that's been done?
I don't know. If you're not certified, you can't run an election.
So we don't have anybody to run an election next year.
I will.
The deputy should be certified, and so should she through the state. And then your workers, you also have to get them certified. They have to do a 2-year certification, which is coming up here in next year. So those are the things for elections.
I think one of the courses is like 11 hours and
Doesn't
39
matter.
minutes, and then another one's another
It
hour,
doesn't
then
matter.
another
You gotta
hour.
go through the
So
whole thing.
yeah,
There's
I
like
was
50,
hopping on
60
there and I was like,
questions.
whew, that's
But
a
if you're
long
not
time.
certified, you can't run an election legally.
Nope. Because I hopped on to look at the training and all that and work on training, and I was like, are you kidding me? Just the one is 11 hours.
And every year, before you do your election, you better go through all the laws and all the changes, because they changed last in 24. Every election there was changes.
Mm-hmm.
Every election.
I'm on the sign up thing now where it shoots through and be like, hey, guess what?
But you also
More.
have to make sure you do your QVF, or you're not going to be able to do anything with QVF.
Yeah, because of that key that you were telling us about with the extra e-learning or the extra learning in
And we'll
there.
tackle that.
Yeah.
So Nikki was next.
All right, with Doreen and Sil here, I know Sil was my deputy and she worked with me on taxes. Since Doreen is last been treasurer and here, there are different reports and things like that. I will volunteer hours, so no pay, to help you run the reports and get things where you need to be. I'm not doing this forever. I will do it for a little bit because I know that the county and schools and everything else have been waiting for things if things are not deposited. So I am willing to do that for you. I'm available evenings or weekends, and not that I want to spend my whole time here, but I will do that if board approves that.
Is it alright with you guys if she comes and helps me with some of the reports that I don't know where they are yet? And make things go a little bit faster.
If you don't know where they are,
I
somebody.
have reports on the tax computer
Well,
itself
that's what I'm saying.
for
If you
11
don't
years,
know
so
where-
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, if you don't know where they are, they are
She
supposed
knows.
to be in the computer.
Nikki knows where they are,
Nobody
because
knows
she
where
was
they
the
are.
treasurer just recently.
I offered this to Linda too when she first came on for training, and there were several times I did work with her, and there was other times that she decided to do something else, and I was waiting around for 2 hours and finding that. So she told me she would figure everything out herself, and so my stuff wasn't complete, and at that point, I was approved for helping her for training. And again, I didn't say it was indefinite, and actually, I didn't even charge for that. So I could have, and I was approved for that, but I am willing to do that to get this right for the county. I worked very hard on getting those reports to the county and getting those organized. So that's my offer. Take it or leave it.
At this point, you're the treasurer. You feel that you need help in that situation, and you feel it's not good. But I mean, if you feel you need it,
It would streamline things a little bit instead of me looking at the computer and saying, I can't remember where the report does, and go through every single line of the computer to see where the reports are
It's strictly
saved.
up to you if you want her help.
Well, I'm asking this publicly because I know when people were coming in the office that were not part of the township, I said that can't happen, and then I was told later that can't happen on something else. So I'm asking for the approval to go ahead and do this so you can get some stuff.
Thank you.
okay, any other public comment? Okay, do we need to add a fifth bullet here to make a motion to remove Linda Brooks from all accounts?
You need to.
Number 4 was taken off because we didn't in fact have to amend the,
Okay, so just scratch it.
just scratch it. Number 4 was not an
So we'll
issue.
remove number 4 from that.
And then we'll add number
We'll
4.
add a fifth one. Or make
Different agenda than we do.
number 4.
There's 2 of them. There's
They
one
were
for
right
kids.
in add-ons.
Okay, theirs will say 1. and
Yeah.
then-
Yeah, it was added on.
Okay.
So in fifth, we're going to, I need a motion to remove Linda Brooks from
Why?
all of our accounts.
Why are we making it number 5 when number 4 was scratched? We can't
And
do
make it
number
number
4?
You have to
And
remove both of them, don't
And
you?
Kitty and Dawn. needs to
Kitty
get
and
removed.
Don,
So
or
we-
Don.
Yeah, anyone who
So-
is no longer,
So
So I
Dawn,
need a motion to remove Linda Brooks and Dawn and Kitty.
yeah,
Is it Dawn Kitty? No.
yeah, just
no,
Dawn.
Don Klein.
Motion was Ray.
From being signers on our accounts.
Supported
Motion
by-
Lynn, support by Gary. Okay, roll call vote, Marty.
Yes.
Ray? Yes. Gary? Doreen?
Yes.
I vote yes. We have 5 yeas.
Okay. I need to adjourn.
Sorry, don't wanna be rude, kidded.
Okay, so at that point then, we are going to need a motion to adjourn this meeting. Motion by Ray.
Marty?
Yeah.
Gary?
Gary? Roll call vote, Marty?
Yep.
Ray?
Yes.
Gary? Doreen? I vote yes. Meeting adjourned at
Obviously, this next meeting at 6:30 is not gonna take place at 6:30. I have to write up these minutes so that we have minutes to approve for this, so everybody just hang tight.